The question this week is: what is something people assume of your journey, but don't know?
It's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know this. Is it personal? Does it have to be at the football club?
No, just personal to you.
All right, so a lot of people don't know this. So the reason why I play in goal, right, and it shocks people is basically I had a really bad heart murmur as a child. So, but I've always loved football. So my mum was like, if you want to play football, you're going to have to play in goal.
Right.
So I was like, all my brothers, obviously, you know, my big brothers, all of them, they playing pitch and that, yeah, out. So I was like, I don't want to play in goal at all. Like, I hate it. I was like, flip it, I'll do it. So that's how I started off playing in goal. I didn't have a clue. I was just diving around, whatever, just copying what they used to do on TV,
Right.
dive and stuff like that. And that's the only reason why I play in goal today. Like, I still have to have like heart scans every 2 years. It's not bad anymore. Like what it used to be as a kid. But that's generally the only reason. And people think, like, I didn't just choose. Well, I did obviously say choose, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to play in goal.
No one really does, do they?
Yeah, but that was my reason too. And I said, if I'm gonna play in goal, then I'm gonna be a pro at it. That's what we said as a kid. Like, I'm gonna be professional at it, which I ended up doing. I also didn't realize that being a black youth and saying this is a madness, because being a black youth back in the day, looking, thinking, where's all the other black youths that play goal? There was none.
Not at all.
It was only me and Jamal Blackman, and then later on we had Lawrence Vigouroux. But from like 8, 9, it was only me and Jamal. Actually, and that was a mad one as well, because Jamal was like fake. I was thinking there was loads of us, because when I first went to Arsenal, my first game was against Chelsea, and Jamal was the other goalie. So I was like, right, there's a few of us.
Yeah.
Then you start playing them other teams, and you're like,
Norwich, Southampton.
It's like, right,
you
where's
never see
the
any
black
other
goalkeepers?
black. Bro, you barely see black kids.
Yeah, that's true. Them teams that you don't see, Milton Keynes and that's the first time you've been like, right, there's no black youths. But yeah, so that was what people don't understand, and they don't understand how hard it was being that black goalkeeper in, let's say, when I first started. What year would it have been? Say 2003?
Yeah.
2003, 2002, being a black youth. Like, I remember walking into the Arsenal doors, and I went into my first goalkeeper session, and there was a black goalkeeper coach called Carlos, but he worked with like the Centre of Excellence down there. So I walked up straight over to him because I felt comfortable. And the coach was like, no, you're down here. And I looked over, and it was just pure like kids and me. And you know when they're all like, they're having their conversations between them, and I'm just there sitting on their edge, just drinking my water bottle and that.
Because you
and the conversation I was having with my mum, like, over the cage.
Because you ain't got nothing to speak to them about.
Yeah, and obviously I wasn't part of the group, like the cage group, and I was just the young boy that's come over. And they was like, fuck, blood, I've been fighting my whole life, blood. I just deeped it, blood.
Yep.
I've been fighting my whole life. Like, fighting to get them respect. I remember, like, getting picked last. Like, when you play Goalie Wars and TV2s at the final session, and then like, no one wants to be my partner.
Isn't that the life of the football player that makes it, though?
Oh, fuck me, no, because I didn't make it to the top.
No,
but
but isn't that the life, though? It kind of what makes you who you are today.
Yeah, it's mad because people still look at me now like I've got to prove myself. I'm like, you're not taking the living piss.
Yeah, see, and that's where it becomes an issue.
It's where it becomes foolish. Like now, I'm just looking at the game like this game's stupid, man.
Yeah, because you hit these later ages, me late 20s, you in the 30s. It's like, why are we still having to prove ourselves to anybody?
Like, bro, I'm 20. Like even a coach a couple of years ago goes, bro, like if I had you when you were young, like I didn't know you were this good. Like if I had you, I said, please. Leave me alone with that bullshit. Yeah. I don't want to hear it. Like if you had me and you was young, Because clearly what you saw when you was going through the papers when you was at your club, you looked and you saw the black kid and said,
yeah, we just flicked your finger. Flicked your finger. Yep, straight away.
Do you know what I mean? About like I got you to the Prem. I made you a fortune. Fuck off, man.
You know them conversations you have when I'm in my 20s. Oh yeah, why'd you play this level?
Yeah.
Because of people like you.
That's exactly it. Like, you!
What do you mean, why do I play this level? Well, if someone else gave me an opportunity to play a higher level,
I'm sure I would.
What I mean? Like, I never was destined to come down here.
That's what I mean. Like,
I never knew what these teams were, so I had to come down here. I got forced to do it.
Bro.
By the likes of you.
I was like, bro, how the hell do you, not even disrespectful to Bury FC, because, you know, I'm thankful for the club, but I It's like, I've come from Arsenal. Like, I'm a black kid that was a pro as a goalkeeper at Arsenal. A black kid that put gloves on. It's unheard of.
Doesn't happen every day.
Nowadays, it's like, I see it, and I'm so happy for them. Because now it's like, yeah, like, you don't get the opportunities, the chances. But I'm like, bro, do you know the fights I was fighting for you?
That's the thing. But they don't understand that you're a pioneer in that kind of way.
Yeah. And I'm probably forgotten about, but it is what it is. But I still look at these, like I'm proud of you, man, because I feel like the fight I've done is for you lot to be where you are now. Because now, you know, some coaches are like, because now Arsenal got a load of black goalkeepers. I was the first one there. Now they got loads. I'm like, cool. Like, I feel like I was the one that opened the door for you lot. Now they're taking a look. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's shout out to Chris McGinn, because even him as a scout, they probably looked at him saying, what the arse you doing bringing a black youth in this building?
But it worked out, didn't it?
It worked out.
And that's football. That is football. No, I love that, to be fair. I love that. Yeah. What do people assume about my journey? That was easy. I think people assume that my journey was easy.
Also, the way you live, they think it was easy because you don't live in a way of like, oh, I grew up. How I look at it, you don't live in a way of, oh, I grew up hood or like this battle or I missed a meal or whatever. Yeah. You just think, oh, like Jacob's had it easy. Like my parents are Olympians. Yeah. He's not played Sunday League football, which is bonkers, by the way.
I didn't play Sunday League football because I went straight to
Yeah. So I mean, everyone's just thinking, oh, yeah, it's his connections had it easy, but it's not been that for you.
No, it's not at all. I've had the setbacks that people obviously haven't seen. I had the setbacks early in life in terms of just in my career as not knowing what Sunday League was. You get what I mean? Just going straight into playing. To be fair, actually, I went on one trial to a Sunday League. I went on one trial to a Sunday League team, and it wasn't even a trial; it was a training session, and I didn't get one of them letters.
Oh, is it?
You know them letters they give out.
Come back.
Yeah. I didn't get one of them letters. I'd already signed for Palace at the time. Okay, so I didn't really care. Yeah. But I didn't get one of them letters.
You started looking at people like, wow.
And I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, so you didn't give me a letter, but I'm the one that's actually signed a professional football club. Cool. That's when I started realising football's a farce. Yeah. And that was when I was like 8. But no, I'd say people assume that the journey was very easy just from my background in just, sports and kind of knowing where and how to navigate the business. But I didn't know how to navigate.
I didn't realise it's two different worlds, bro.
My parents were in an individual
sports, yeah.
I'm in a team sport. I don't know how to navigate this business. We're all learning on the job. Do you get what I mean? And there was many a setback. And, my parents have fought my corner in a load of situations I've been in. And I'm thankful to them for knowing how sports works so they could do those things. But yeah, I've had setbacks all over from under 10s when the coach didn't like me. You get what I mean? From I used to be tiny. I used to be small. Yeah. You get what I mean? That was a setback when you were young because they were looking at, is he going to grow? The bigger kids.
I've heard it. Yeah, I heard it all before.
So those sort of things. And, coaches may not like the style of play. Coaches may say, Jacob's arrogant, this and that sort of stuff. So there's been many a setback on the journey. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I would say people assume that it was very easy to get where we've been or where I got to.
Yeah, no chance.
And I tell you what, if you had to fight some of the battles I have to fight, I don't think you would be standing in the same position I'm standing or sitting in today.
I tell people this all the time. Even like to the point where we've had to do certain things, act certain ways to appease other people that we don't want to appease, and that shit there alone is tiring, bro.
And the story of struggle is better. Yeah, you get what I mean. The story of struggle is better. I came from the hood and this and that, but you have to understand the story from relatively privileged place, I'd say, is sometimes way more difficult because you got to navigate circles in a different type of way than you've ever had to navigate them before. Correct. And fit in with so many different crowds.
Exactly.
And understand people, and I don't think people actually get.
You don't know when boys from you don't realise that when you're a black kid and you've grown up relatively well off, like the other black kids from the poor, who ain't had what you've had, how they look at you and how they castrate you and think, you're not black anymore.
That's the thing. I would never get that because them man know me. But you get what I mean?
But I was when you first come in,
I was still in. I was still in and around. I was them. You get what I mean? As much as because my parents' background was Fulton Heath and North London and Hendon. You get what I mean? They've come from places and built themselves up. So why am I not going to try and do the same thing? Of
course. When I was I think I was young when we first come in, and I was I live in a decent house. When my parents grew up in the house I grew up in, Forest Hill, weren't no rough ghetto. Parents grew me up right and correct. I've always spoke correct, never spoke hood, or as you know, they say.
Yeah.
And it's just like, bro, like that's the way I am. Like it's my mannerism. It's looked
down upon, which is so interesting.
This is mad.
But that's life, innit? It's life. And the thing is, regardless of of how we carried ourselves or anything, when we walk outside, we're still the black people, you know.
Oh, facts.
We are still black people, and we're the realest black people as they come. Because the white people are gonna look at us the same way.
What did Kanye say? Even if you're in a Benz, you're still a nigger in a coupe.
And
I live by that, bro.
There's no truer word spoken.
Facts, bro.
No truer word spoken.
Facts, bro.
It don't matter who you are. The first thing people see is your skin color.
And then people can lie and say they don't, but it's true.
Yeah, exactly. I don't see color. What the hell do you see then?
Shut that shit up. I shut the hell up, man. I don't see color. Have a day off, man.
Bro, it's fine. You're allowed to see color.
Exactly. And you know what? You're allowed to judge, and people are gonna judge. I don't care what they say. You're gonna judge. Yeah. But until you know me, you know, have that little judgment. Just have that little judgment to the side, yeah. And then if you want to bring that judgment back, then feel free.
Exactly.
But just hold your pre-judgment.
Exactly. Don't go off what someone else has told you.
Yeah.
Speak to me.
Find out what I'm like.
And then
go.
Exactly.
That's all I ask.
Yeah.